Hello, it's Saturday. We come to you live with local news with Cliff Rockslide. Breaking news, streaming on the day off. That is indeed correct. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the stream. The game is very loud, isn't it? Hope everyone is well. Enjoying your Saturday. Hello, Kitty, Monchip, Cyan, and Hooven. And of course Anna, who I know is always lurking. Hope you're good. I got a code for this game not that long ago, but a bit ago actually. So it's time to check it out, see what it's all about. Bringing local news to people is what it's all about. Anchorman the game? Maybe. Probably not. But it does seem very funny, so let's check it out. I'm about to try and play Life is Strange. Oh, I hope you enjoy it. I love that game. Yeah, even looks like David. Yes, we're exactly alike. Yes.
Day 1, The Wolf of Main Street.
Hello, folks. You look like a hipster. You're just small. Cock what? I'll be in just a second, sitting on the tripod kind of thing. I'm almost done. Sitting on the tripod. Grab the camera while you wait. No, it's sitting on the tripod. Welcome to the newsroom, Rookie. This is the heart and soul of the local news, the most popular streaming service of Butterfly Valley. Well, the one and only streaming service of Butterfly Valley, but certainly the most popular. It's still loud. I've been waiting to finally meet you. I mean, at least for 30 minutes. You can't act that slow. In news business, speed is everything. In news business, speed is everything. Things are really starting to snowball here, so I'm in desperate need of help. But remember, I don't need a sidekick. Cliff Rockslide is a lone wolf. Like all the wolves are meant to be. I don't think that's how it works. Also super awesome to hear you're not in it for the money. Kids these days are all about get rich or take selfies trying. I don't care too much for money. And look how far it got me. Just follow my lead, and it could be you running a news agency from a garage in just a few years. I'm getting ahead of myself. You must have a gazillion questions, but let me ask first. Have you ever worked with news? Yes. That's awesome. You know your ins and outs then. As you probably have figured out, you work as my trusty camera person. You have a huge responsibility. Are you comfortable with moving and interacting with the environment? Sure. That's the spirit. There's really nothing much to it. Follow my lead and point the camera to the right direction. You can zoom with L2 and R2 buttons. Some footage needs to be captured when zoomed, other stuff in a broader picture. Just remember the golden rule of outlining. Green is for widescreen, purple for zoom. Why don't you give the zooming a go? Frame my sweet arcade machine on the shot. Excellent. Cock something? Let's see that camera work once more. Frame my flat screen on the right for a widescreen shot. Great, I knew you could do it. Now that we've gotten the obvious stuff out of the way, let's talk a bit about what we're doing here. Like I said, I run the biggest streaming service around here. We report everything. My dream is to gather over 100 subscribers so I could dip into the sweet, sweet advertising money. When we get there, you'll get your cut too. You can see the subscriber count on the top right corner of your camera's viewpoint. He has 7. I'm off to a good start and I expect to hit double digits next week. With your help, maybe even sooner. People generally subscribe when they like the content and unsubscribe if they dislike it, so you have to point your camera carefully. Gaining an audience is hard, but losing it is easy. I'm not doing this for the moolah, but a little economical gain is a good motivator. Just remember that we're in this for journalism. We need to keep your audience happy, so focus on the footage when you're shooting, and we don't want to scare them away. I don't expect you to know everything off the bat, and I will reward you for your work. With these awesome starred stickers, Cliff Rockslide's appreciation is way more valuable than money. Cliff could talk less. I mean, he clearly is the kind of guy that loves to hear himself speak. That's pretty much it. Let's get to the reporting. Stream engaged. We got ourselves one heck of a story to kick things off. My sources report that Mrs. Riverband has a giant pumpkin in her front yard. This might be a wild goose chase, but we need to check it out. Run like the wind, news never sleeps. And where does she live? Dog? Okay. Someone like that. Hello, Mrs. Riverbend. Well, hello there, young man. Are you here for your internet home video? Doug approves. Who's Doug? It's called a stream, but yes, I am. I want you to meet my new associate, the camera person. Nice to meet you, dear. I'm so happy that Cliff doesn't have to be alone anymore. What the? We're here about the pumpkin. My source didn't lie. It's humongous. This is Cliff Rockslide and I'm reporting live from the yard of Mrs. Riverbend. She has made botanical history with her out-of-this-world pumpkin. Mrs. Riverbend, tell us everything. Yeah, streamers are like vultures. Well, I was pretty surprised when I found it in my garden. I planted the seeds yesterday, and the pumpkin had broken through my greenhouse windows last night. It took me ages to drag it here. You mean this happened overnight? It sure did. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. Not even in the 60s, and back then we had plenty of plant-related weirdness going on. That's incredible. Mrs. Riverbend, this is indeed one of the most spectacular things my eyes have ever witnessed. What are your plans regarding this record-breaking natural wonder? I don't know. A pumpkin pie made from this could feed an entire army. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that since I've been strictly anti-war for decades. I like that. The game is funny. So, if you're hungry for a huge pumpkin pie or for world peace, remember to contact Mrs. Riverbend. We'll keep you informed on this developing story. Thank you, Mrs. Riverbend. Do you have anything to add? Any final thoughts? Well, you might want to talk to Hoss Beaverton. I bought a flask of new manure from him, and I suspect it had something to do with this. Hoss Beaverton? If we just had this manure in the 60s, it would have been flower overpower. I can't imagine what kind of animal could produce something this potent. Hoss could cure world hunger. World hunger? Hoss Beaverton, that would be the day. Anyways, this is Local News with Cliff Rockslide. Thank you, Mrs. Riverbend, for the story, which certainly got me gasping for air. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss anything. Always a pleasure, dear. Say hello to your mom for me, okay? Sheesh. Sure thing, Mrs. Riverbend.
Try harder.
Try harder? What do you mean? I should have been moving my camera, I guess, the entire time. Alright. Have fun too, kitty. So, we're moving out. She has nothing in her house. It's very sus. Hey, hold on a minute. I'm so thirsty from all this running and reporting. I could really use a cup of coffee at this point. You gotta stay hydrated. This goes to the viewers as well. You can never drink too much. Water. You can never drink too much water. You can easily drink too much Tabasco sauce, for example. Or ink. Actually, any amount of ink is too much to drink. Well, enough with the crucial health tips. I'll race you to the coffee shop. What's going on here? Hello there, I haven't seen you around. Welcome to Butterfly Valley, stranger. Hate to be a party pooper as you are clearly enjoying yourself. Who am I kidding? I'm an elementary school teacher. I love making people feel miserable. What? Is this some gripe the developers have? As a matter of fact, I work as the official introductory citizen here in our beloved town. I also provide you with useful tips during your stay, whether it's business, pleasure, or both. I noticed you already met Cliff, but if you ever get lost, just press L1 and R1 buttons to bring up a useful compass screen. I figured it out. I also enforce the edutainment content of your journey. It's not all fun and games, you know. You're on a quest to become a journalist. Or that's what I've heard, at least. So keep your eyes and ears open, okay? You never know when your journalistic skills will be put to a test. And please try not to harass any upper middle class people while you're at it. We're suffering bad enough as it is. Okay. Man. Well, if it isn't the local law enforcement. Hi Cliff, how's everything? Any interesting news stories to share? Don't encourage him. I just want to eat this donut of mine in peace. Is that too much to ask? Here's a breaking story for you. Police officer needlessly distracted by a grown man pretending to have a job. Sergeant Rickenbacker life in the local news business is always busy, but I'm never too busy to catch up with the police. Do you have any news for me? Or the stream audience? You ain't actually my first choice for a trustworthy media person around this town. But to tell you the truth, we only have the same old story, nothing special going on. Nonsense! You just have to keep your eyes open. We just reported a major news event regarding a pumpkin in the size of a small car. I bet you didn't know about that. Wow, that does sound amazing. I told you, don't encourage it. And no, we didn't know about it because we don't have jurisdiction over attraction-hungry vegetables. That's why I can't arrest you. So what are you doing here? Are you hunting down dangerous criminals or just ensuring the safety of the good people of Butterfly Valley? Currently, we're investigating the sound of an annoying streaming man-child. If the sound of an annoying streaming man-child can be ignored with a very determined donut eating. Sorry, Cliff, nothing newsworthy to give you. I don't think that's how the low quality of coffee in this place is actually news for anyone. Dang, hoping for a scoop. My audience craves for exclusive content. This guy reminds me of Saul from Better Call Saul. He should be voiced by the same actor. Shut up, Torp. Rick, did you hear something? Yeah, some weird noises coming from the gas station across the street. Tell me you got that. What the heck happened? Come on, Ricks. Let's hustle. I hope no one got hurt. Gee whiz, Mr. Pecker, that was some loud bang. Sweet cheese and crackers, son. What the heck happened? Well, at first I was jamming hard on this guitar solo playing on the radio, and then I ran into a pothole and the van doors opened. Good thing the barrel rolled out before it exploded. This is Cliff Rockslide, and I'm bringing you exclusive content. Do you realize what could have happened? You're right next to a gas station. I'm so sorry. I didn't know that gas station owners are super afraid of explosions. How do they survive the 4th of July with all the fireworks going on? You dimwit! You could have destroyed half the town with your shenanigans. What was in that barrel? I don't know, miss. I was supposed to deliver it to the farm. Hoss Beaverton told me to pick it up from the woods. That was just a barrel, nothing else. Dear viewers, this is a live report of a massive explosion which happened only minutes ago. Okay, we need to calm the situation. This could have ended real bad and still can't, so let's not waste any time. There you have it, an official statement from the fire department of Butterfly Valley. We avoided a real catastrophe here. There's an unavoidable personal catastrophe coming for you if you don't shut your pie hole. Take it easy, Cliff's just doing his job. Shooting home videos for a handful of nerds counts as the job? Who knows? Those nerds have the same right to know the truth as anyone. Secondly, there's now at least 2 handfuls of them. Hey, Mr. Pecker. What? Can I go? I really need to get to the farm. You're not going anywhere. We're going to go to the police station to figure this out. To the police station? You're in big trouble, sonny boy. Dear viewers, it looks like things are escalating. Pecker, You know that our work requires calm conditions. Could you start assuring them by giving us some peace from the media? My pleasure. You turn off the camera right this instant. And there you have it, folks. Butterfly Valley Police Force is trying to suppress freedom of the press. One more peep out of you and you're coming with us.
Try harder.
The fuck?
Breaking news.
I only get viewers by getting the pets. Sheesh, that was intense. You sure left in a hurry. Too bad they took everything newsworthy with them. Since my body is carrying an exceptional mind, I have to give my body a bit of a rest. Also, we need to think about our next move. All the arrows seem to be pointing at the Haas Beaverton's farm, but we can't go confront him without anything concrete. Manure can't be explosive, so there's nothing we can pin on the Haas yet. We need to dig deeper. I'm pretty sure Jeb wasn't alone. I think I saw someone running away from the car. This is a perfect opportunity for you to learn about investigative journalism. I'll take a breather while you go and chat with eyewitnesses. I suspect there's plenty of them at the gas station, and while you're there, say hi to Doug for me. No way, can't you see I'm hiding? I had no idea we were hauling explosives. Man, my summer holiday is sinking hard. Working around the clock is hard enough without things blowing up. Lucky for us, the roads here lack maintenance. Without that pothole, the barrel could have blown up inside the car. I have to get back to the retreat. If you want some more answers, you'll find them there, just like I did. Although I'm considering switching to a library since they very rarely explode. Which reminds me that I have to do my calculations to get my exact measurements. May the millimeter protect me. I immediately found the right person. The blast was epic! That's the kind of stuff you normally see only in video games. Here I was minding my own business when suddenly, boom! Man, I'm lucky to be alive. I saw Jeb driving the van. We used to play football in high school. Jeb got well, quite a few hits in his head. And he wasn't gonna be the Nobel Prize winner even before that. So I was really surprised to see him driving a car, and not surprised at all to see him cause an accident. I thought that farm would be a workplace safe enough for him. Hey Melty, how's it going? Last time I spoke with Jeb, he said he was working for Haas Beaverton. He had big plans for himself. He said they were doing something revolutionary with fertilizers. He got all worked up. He was talking like he is a founder of some kind of huge tech startup. All that over manure. Not rocket shoes or afternoon trips to the moon, but over an animal poop replacement. That's just crazy. How does one even create a billion-dollar fertilizer industry? I bet it's really hard to get super trendy with something super smelly. Some very smelly people have made millions in their garages, so I guess it's possible. Pretty crazy, that explosion, huh? Yes. I mean, I've never seen anything like that, and yet I don't feel scared at all. Isn't that weird? I guess my generation has witnessed so much bad stuff in our lives that we've grown numb at everything. Take that cup of latte I had a few moments ago, for example. How could I have any hope for a better future while having coffee that awful. It's a clear sign that humanity has given up. You were there, right? Did you see the girl? No. There was this girl about my age with colored hair and a green jacket. Didn't seem to belong here. Completed one side quest in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but some real progress. Congratulations. Which one? Surprisingly stylish compared to all the other valley rednecks. Seem to be aware that what shower is, for example. You should probably try and find her. That's what I would do. I'm willing to bet she's one of the summer residents of the cult. Every summer, they attract a bunch of young people to the lakeside. Ah, okay. Cult might be a bit of a strong word, but I don't know any alternative. They're harmless, though. They hang out at the lake. They're never bothered me, but I'm more of a secular kind of girl. It's definitely something you and that camera of yours should check out. I have to get back to my phone. I need to post a photo of the explosion so that my friends know I'm okay, or that I exist. If he's real good, it's absurd. Yep. She's only not good when you try to do the hard mode keg's worst. And then you're like, oh, everything sucks and life is meaningless. I can't close the freezer. Cheers! You must be Cliff's new friend. You look like Cliff. Sweet! Cliff and I go way back. It's nice to see his streaming business growing. You know, I was his first follower. That explosion sure was something. At least a dozen of my soda bottles popped, and it was so difficult to get the soda back inside the bottles. Oh sure, there's some dirt in it now, but no problem. I just call it Artisan Doug's Crunchy Countryside Soda. People call this town uneventful. First that badger bit off the main power line of the town, and bang, just 10 years later, this huge explosion happens. I bet those cultists hanging by the lakeside have something to do with this. I don't trust them. They have super weird outfits. And I could swear I heard a large explosion around the lake a couple weeks ago. It was a lot louder than this. I really hope you two can get to the bottom of this, and maybe after that hard work you can enjoy some Artisan Doug's Crunchy Countryside Soda. By the way, did Cliff send his regards? No. Nice try, buddy. I know he did. The bond between a loyal wiener salesman and his best customer is unbreakable. Oh well. Here you are. Did you learn anything new? So there was someone. We definitely need to look into this. There must be more than just manure. But it'll have to wait. We need to be somewhere. Mr. Wilson has a new dog and animals are always news. Let's get a move on.
Breaking news.
Hello there, Mr. Wilson. Hello, Cliff. I didn't realize you'd be here so fast. Speed is our pride and joy. News must travel fast. Yes, I've been trying to reach you, see. Dear viewers, we're in the heart of human interest stories. As Mr. Wilson has just acquired a new dog for himself, please tell us all about it. That's what I want to talk to you about. You see, I lost my glasses. Isn't it true that you found this poor animal in the woods when you were taking a walk? Yes, that's exactly what happened, but like I said, I didn't have my glasses. Well, so you adopted the dog then and there? Well, he or she I haven't had the courage to find out was very forthcoming and seemed friendly, so I took the poor animal home. The first thing I did was washing the creature, or rather, I tried to wash it. You see, I was getting more certain that it's not. Mr. Wilson, you truly are a national treasure, a dog's best friend. Wait a minute, Cliff. Trouble started the moment I got home with the animal, because then I found my eyeglasses. Where are you keeping the dog? Our viewers would love to see the start of the story. Inside, right behind this very door. I'm outside for a good reason. Dear viewers, I don't know about you, but I'm dying to see the dog, Mr. Wilson. Let's see your new friend. By all means, I wouldn't open that door if I were you. My, aren't you a big fellow? Be careful, Cliff. I'm not sure this is a good idea. Hey, don't show your teeth at me. I just want to give you belly rubs. Belly rubs? Oh my. Wait a minute, you're not a dog. Not a dog? Darn, I was worried that you'd say that. This is a wolf! Thank you for confirming that. I was suspecting the very same thing. Why the heck did you contact us, not the police? I needed someone to verify if it's a dog or a wolf. That's not a police matter. That's a job for a reporter. So thank you for your help. I'm so relieved to really find that out. Relieved? You have a wild, angry wolf inside your house. That doesn't bother me at all. What really scares me is the unknown. Now that I know that the creature is a wolf, I can be at peace with the situation. Thank you, Cliff. You're not afraid to go back in? Should we call the police? No, I'm not scared at all. I think the wolf also needs some private time to process this latest information about him or her not being a dog. Better leave the creature to it. I think he would know. Right, well, dear audience, what a powerful news story this is. It speaks to us all. When was the last time you checked your pet's authenticity? Is there a wolf in dog's clothes living inside your house? This is the crucial information and questions only local news and Cliff Rockslide can bring you. Remember to subscribe. Looks like we overstayed our welcome. There can only be one alpha. Just follow me and keep streaming. I'll try to outrun the beast. Nice car. Oh, fuck off, game. Are you alright? Yeah, thanks to you. That was a real wolf. I know, because it was alone, and wolves are always alone. Like Cliff Rockslide, a lone brave wolf. Right. Anyways, Mr. Wilson called it in a second ago, saying you were running for your dear life. He had found the animal from the woods and thought it was a dog. Yep, I was able to piece that together myself. Not that I don't love scoops, but I prefer not to be eaten by them. I don't think I've ever run that fast. That wolf has a stellar career as a personal trainer. Listen, I've been meaning to talk to you about what happened. Let's take a ride, shall we? Remember, it's not easy for me to trust you. This time it has to be strictly off the record. Absolutely, we're not live. I love the comment. Backseat looks exactly like I remember. Oh man. People in this house, in this town, leaving it up. I love this game. It's funny. Of course, we always protect our sources, and we're not recording anything at the moment. We're not recording, that's true. Also, strictly off the stream? What? But that's our... I mean... Do I have to remind you about Badger-related trust issues? We deserve to know. You can't silence us. No, wait. If you haven't changed... Come on, Cliff. You haven't changed one bit. You can as well step out of the vehicle. No, you're right. Hey, backseat. Shut the stream. You're gonna stop the vehicle before me getting out, right? Most likely, but I can still change my mind. Now listen. I'm pretty sure that something strange is going on. Explosions don't just happen around here. Agreed. The pumpkin, for example. Cliff, be serious. I am. That explosive barrel was being transported to Haas's farm. Well, Mrs. Riverbend got her manure from Haas. And the pumpkin grew gigantic overnight. That can't be a coincidence. You might be right, but there's more. The moment I mentioned Haas and his farm, Pecker got upset and defensive. I wanted to go and see for myself what's happening there, but he insisted that we look for clues elsewhere. Interesting. Does Pecker have something to hide? I don't think so. He just gets on his heels every time he feels something traditional, like farming, is questioned in any way. He thinks he has the case closed with Jeb behind the bar. Do you think that Jeb could have orchestrated something like this? Behind the bar or behind bars? Orchestrated? Jeb Stetson? No way, that guy can't handle a pair of rhythm sticks. Cliff, I need to ask you a favor. Could you go to Haas's farm tomorrow and see if there's something we should be worried about? You could be my undercover news reporter. Me and Haas aren't exactly on good terms. I know this is a tall order, but it would be really helpful. Darn! Of course I will help you. That's what we journalists do. If there's indeed something going on, I owe it to my subscribers to uncover it. Thanks, Cliff. I really appreciate this. And we're live again. What the heck is going on? What are you doing here? Hello, Melvin. How many times do I have to tell you that my name is Cliff? Cliff Rockslide. Alright, sorry, of course, I can use your fake name, Melvin. What was it? Cliffside Melvin? Don't tell me you came all the way for trying to insult me with kindergarten stuff. What's next? Are you gonna threaten me with a finger gun? No, I'm not here to insult you or threaten you. I just came to welcome you back. It's always nice to see one of my apprentices return. I left the Herald and Butterfly Valley because of your incompetence as a journalist. I'm not your apprentice in any way. Well, that might be true. No apprentice of mine would fail this miserably. Again, why are you here? Besides the fact that your job doesn't require any actual work, so you have plenty of time to just troll people? Made-up news channel is fine when you're 10 years old, but with an adult man. I'm worried about you, as I always am worried about the well-being of the people of our community. Well, yeah, right, Clarence Pudd, the great philanthropist. Like that one time you harassed that hip-hop kid out of the Butterfly Valley. I didn't harass anyone. I told the community the truth about the gang wars soon reaping our beloved town. They always start with rap music. There was one kid, not a gang or two rivaling gangs. He didn't make rap music or do any gang stuff. He was a talented street dancer. Well, have there been any gang wars in Butterfly Valley after we got rid of that troublemaker? Checkmate. I have to say you really put effort into your stupidity. Tell you what, don't embarrass yourself anymore with the streaming nonsense. Focus on cat videos. They're so popular that even you might have a moderate success. Let your lying piece of toilet paper be the only news media in Butterfly Valley? No way! I've been running the local newspaper for decades, and that's where the folks have always read their news. We know everything happening here. Oh yeah? I bet you don't have a clue what's happened today. You mean the accident? We have an exclusive interview from the police. We also found several eyewitnesses who saw the whole thing. That's super. We have a clue you don't have, and we're really gonna get to the bottom of this. For me, it seems that you have well reached the bottom already. Laugh all you want, but it's gonna be yesterday's news tomorrow. I've already covered the whole thing on my live stream. So great that at least 12 people wasting their life on their computers saw that live on your channel. But the people actually living here will trust the Valley Herald like they've always done. You'll soon learn this yourself, but if it's necessary for you to drag yourself across the mud, so be it. You don't have to be dragged along, kid, with a camera. You seem to have a real talent. I don't. Go to put that talent in real use in a real news media, just call me. I hate that guy. Just hate him. Everything he does mocks everything the journalism stands for. When I was working for him, he didn't even pay me. He ordered me to do this and do that, and was always promising that after a while he would pay me. Which is totally different from what we're doing here. You're already getting paid with all the experience you're getting. That's something you can't buy. It's like love. You can't buy that either. So what I'm giving you is as valuable as love. That's pretty awesome, don't you think? Besides, I got us a clue that can bring us the big audience and bring us closer to earthly wealth as well. First thing in the morning, we're gonna head out to Hot Beaverton's farm. We'll see what that manure stuff is about. It's like we journalists always say, follow the smell. Or was it follow the money? Anyways, we'll see in the morning. Try to get some sleep, and thanks for the great job today. You really have what it takes. Do I though? No explosion, just a pothole. Police confirms that a sound similar to an explosion. I was gonna read it.
A family affair.
I can't believe the gaffe I read in the Herald this morning. Clarence's exclusive report was nothing but falsehoods from top to bottom. He single-handedly decided that it was an accident and nothing weird is going on. Why are we going so slow? That man calls himself a journalist. Can you believe that? No. That's what I'm talking about. No one who understands one bit about news media would call him a journalist. It's more propaganda than news. Everybody loves his stupid newspaper because he keeps on talking about how uniquely great Butterfly Valley is. Well, we did a story about a pumpkin. You don't even get proper coffee because he just keeps talking on how wonderfully European it is that we have a coffee shop. That coffee tastes awful every time. I bet that if an actual French person would taste that, he would easily put up a fight. Well, maybe not French. I think they'd surrender instantly and just drink it and cry, but you get the point. Damn. I need to calm my nerves. Clarence will get what's coming to him. We have to fight to keep the flame of journalism burning. Okay, we're almost there. I wonder what we'll find out. Those pumpkins and tomatoes on the right sure do look a lot bigger than usual, don't you think? That's, these. This riverbed might have provided us with an intriguing news story. That's exactly what my channel needs. These are also really big. That's a horse. A hipster and an anarchist punk walk into a bar. And another streamer walk into a bar. This Cliff's car? Okay, we're here. Nobody has noticed this, so let's do a little bit of digging before we start asking questions. Dang them! I'd rather be anywhere else than here. Why? Farms are the opposite of news media. News is about things happening, and there's never anything happening on a farm. I would say there's always stuff happening on a farm. Well, except for the gargantuan vegetables pushing from the ground. My dear audience, today I, Cliff Rockslide, have arrived at a local Beaverton farm to find some answers. As all my loyal followers know, our beloved town was shaken by an unexpected explosion. Some of you might ask, what are expected explosions then? But unfortunately, we don't have time for that introspection right now. We're too busy trying to connect with this peaceful-looking farm to that explosion. Remember that the driver causing the accident was delivering that barrel to this location. Let's start by checking out those fields we drove past. If those are pumpkins, Haas could actually cure world hunger. Who would have thought? Dear viewers, we're about to enter the den of the dragon. We're keeping the stream flowing, so remember to like, share, and especially smash that subscribe button. This is local news with Cliff Rockslide. Local news with Steve Burnside.
Breaking news.
Wow, this is just incredible, dear viewers. Can you believe your eyes? These are apparently tomatoes, but they are the size of a beach ball. I haven't seen anything like this, except for that almost identical giant vegetable we reported yesterday. But after that, I haven't seen anything like this. Dear viewers, this is Cliff Rockslide, live at Haas's Beaverton's farm, right here at Butterfly Valley, bringing you this amazing exclusive report. This could very well be a vegetable revolution, a tomato takeover, a new world dominion. This is national news, baby. Those of you who are watching, spread the word. Everybody needs to know. In your face, Clarence, but I bet you don't have this kind of content. I try to make paper planes out of your newspaper. Maybe then it'll actually reach someone. We're bringing you tomorrow's news today. Just look at these pumpkins. Miss Riverband didn't exaggerate one bit. Even that little one is huge. If this doesn't make you feel small, I don't know what does. But the owner of the farm telling you that you have 2 seconds to explain yourself before he'll make a haystack out of you. Hello, Oz. I got a hot tip about your farm. Ain't nothing newsworthy here, boy. I try to make that argument when you're not standing next to a pumpkin bigger than a car, and we'll see if it gets any more credible. We don't want any more tension here. Things are crazy enough already. Oh yeah? Care to elaborate? Since when did you get interested about the difficulties this farm is having? Didn't seem to bother you one bit last time. Dad, please. Oh. I mean, Mr. Beaverton, sir, let's try to focus on the case here. Yes, exactly, and that case is taking care of the farm. Don't make it any harder by advertising my place to even a bigger bunch of weirdos. I have my hands full already. Oh, I'm so very sorry for giving some media space for your business. What awful person would do that? What awful person would do that to his family? Heh, you're right. Sorry, Cliff. It's good to see you. Just try not to cause any more trouble for this farm, okay? You'll say hi to Nan and Lila. They haven't seen you in ages. Sure thing, Dad.
Try harder.
Fuck you, game. You never like what I do. You never support me. Family's the worst, eh? So yeah, Oz is my dad, and we don't get along that well. He wanted me to continue his work on the farm, but let's just say that I had some opinions about whether a person should spend his whole life waiting for the plants to grow. I don't want to get on his bad side. Let's keep a low profile. Dear audience, we will keep the stream going. I'm not gonna let personal relationships obstruct me from finding the truth. I should go catch up with Lila. Maybe she could shed some light on to this confusing vegetable situation. Hi, Melvin. Fancy seeing you here. We're just here to see if there's something worth reporting. I see you have some nice vegetables. And please, call me Cliff, okay? Oh, you'll always be Melvin for me, brother dearest. But speaking of the vegetables, nice is underplaying it a bit, don't you think? I reckon you've never seen anything like this. Actually, I saw an even bigger one in Mrs. Riverbend's yard. Did you eat our mushroom stew again? I told you to stay away from that stuff. What? No, we made a story about it for my news stream. She said she got the manure from Haas. There seems to be quite a demand for these. Yep, all these people came from the big city to get their own. I guess word travels fast. Wow, I never thought vegetables would get people waiting in lines. Outside the elections, that is. Oh boy. Not just any vegetables. These are one of a kind. You can't get them anywhere else. That took me a minute. Not a minute, but it was like, what? Oh. I suppose you can't. Care to share how you managed to grow them this big? Nice try, brother streamer. We're not going to spill our gigantic beans all over the internet. This is Beaverton's family secret. Come on, the public deserves to know. Well, you are family, but Haas has told us to keep quiet. I'm pretty sure it would be a different story if you weren't here, but you made your choice. You better talk to Haas, okay? I love to chat, but I have to take care of our customers. You won't believe the questions these city folk are asking. Why did she refer to him as Haas not dead? I have to answer one more customer asking me, are these vegetables 100% vegan? I'm going to lose it. Oh, go say hi to Nat. I just left her coffee table. She'd love to see you. I just left her coffee table. I think this is translated by Google Translate. You think so? Is she still as bitter as before? Even worse! Well, look at what the cat killed, maimed, ate, puked again, and dragged straight to my doorstep. Hi, Nan. Nice to see you too. It's been ages since I've seen you. Everybody just forgets poor old Nan. Oh, come on. There are literally dozens of people on the farm. You're at shouting distance to everybody, and you love to shout to people. It's not the same thing. I don't know these people. Shouting only feels like something when you shout to someone you hate to love. Lila told me she just left your coffee table. That was hours ago. Hours? I could smell the coffee in her breath, unfortunately. It feels like hours. I'm an old woman. Why do you have to be so mean? You poor thing. You'll probably be the first person on Earth to die because of loneliness while surrounded by a thick crowd. It's not a laughing matter. Can't you see I'm suffering? Yes, I can. It brings me great joy. That's my boy. It's good to have you back. You always know how to make me smile. Good to see you too, Don. So how are things around here? I'm waiting for my death, which is approaching every minute. I hope that you will at least visit my grave every once in a while. Can I get a quick update on things before you kick the bucket? Both your life and my interest in your life are fading quickly, so let us not waste any time. Damn. See, that's why you should have stayed on the farm and listened to your old man. With a mouth like that, you could get rid of those trendy big city idiots in a few minutes. Don't they want to sell to the idiots? Huss is a sissy, and so is everybody else. What? Except you and me. That's politically incorrect. What's up with you? You still work for Clarence? That was years ago. I'm running my own news service now. That's the spirit. Where can I order your newspaper? No, it's not a newspaper. I'm running a streaming service. Oh, I never thought you'd be into rivers and boats, but it's good to get some fresh air. I didn't know you could wear a suit in a job like that. It's not that kind of streaming, it's internet stuff. Well, of course it is. Not a single word today means what it meant yesterday. That's one of the reasons why I'm so eagerly waiting to die. Cool. Anyways, it means I'm having my own TV channel on the internet. TV on the internet? How does that work? Pretty much the same how the TV works on TV. You watch it with your eyes and listen to it with your ears. Have you made any recent stories on anyone dying? You really like to stick to a theme, don't you? No, I haven't. Although I just got a hint that mean old geezer sitting on a porch of a farmhouse might bore a handsome news streamer to death. Oh, Melvin, it's so good to have you back. Always a pleasure. See you later. If I don't die before that. I really love that wrinkly bag of evil. But enough with the pleasantries. We have to take a look around. I want to get to the bottom of these giant vegetables. There has to be some kind of connection to the explosion yesterday. Let's poke Huss a bit and see what happens. What on earth is keeping that bolt in place? I swear this is the last time I'm fixing this piece of junk for Bob. I see you're keeping yourself busy. Oh. He's been run over. No, I'm not. I am busy. Not that you know the difference. I wouldn't mind a hand. Sorry, Dad, I don't know anything about things with engines. I'm more of a people person. That's a surprise of the century. Anyhow, what's happening here? Pretty sure ferns don't grow this big with just animal discharges. Like I said, Cliff, it's none of your concern. Last thing I need is you nosing around with that camera of yours. I saw Jeb the other day. He was on his way here, but was interrupted with a blast that nearly destroyed half the town. Any idea what he was hauling? Jeb ain't exactly a brain surgeon. I don't know what he was up to, but that explosion has nothing to do with me or the farm. That's interesting. He specifically mentioned you and the farm. Look, Jeb talks a lot of baloney, you know that. Situation was sorted with the police and nobody got hurt. Why don't you just let this slide? New story of a century? Dad, this is serious. It ain't nothing more than an unfortunate blunder. The public deserves to know what happened. Sure, and they can read all about it in the Valley Herald. The Valley Herald? You talked to Clarence? Like I said, this was an unfortunate accident, which has nothing to do with my farm, and that's all there is to it. That's what I told Clarence. I don't buy it. there has to be more than that. I've had it with you. You made it quite clear that you don't want to have anything to do with your family. So stick to it, or I'll use a stick to make a scarecrow out of you. You can't silence me. I'm going to find out what's going on with or without your help. Fine, think of us about nothing and waste your time. That's what you're good at. If only you'd use this much energy on finding a proper job instead of pestering people. The truth shall prevail, mark my words. I bet that a scarecrow that never shuts up and just wanders around being annoying could be quite effective. Will make me test that theory. Nice chat, Dad. This is getting us nowhere, and I'm not really interested in starting a bird scare business, so let me think what to do. I think it's time for you to spread your wings and try some flying. I'll keep Hust busy for a while. Make those minutes count with some investigative journalism. Dubstep rules! Don't you just love it? No. What? You don't like dubstep? What's wrong with you? Can I help you with something? What? Speak up. You want to know about my aunt? How weird. This helped me a lot. I was pretty anxious about guarding these barrels because I was told they might explode. But the plants need the stuff to grow. Dubstep makes me think happy thoughts. You should try it too. I'm living my best life. Well then. Hey, nerd. The vegetable stand is in the opposite direction. This area is restricted. No exceptions. You got that? Yes. Great, you've already seen the best this place has to offer. Me. If you want any tips on how to be as an outstanding alpha male as me, feel free to ask. These old things here, best you don't worry about those, okay? If you're wondering, find it odd that there's fancy lights in whole useless barrels. The answer is no, I don't, and no further questions. Tell you what, I think this little pop quiz is now over. You just take care of your own business and leave the farming to more capable hands. There's nothing to see here except my figure. Just taking a look at the trophies. So this game is kind of a visual novel where you can walk around 3D. Well, the fish ain't biting today, same as yesterday. It's strange, there used to be loads of fish in this little pond. What can I do for you? You're Pretty cool, aren't they? I have no idea what made them grow like that. I'm betting on aliens, or the government, or aliens that have infiltrated the government. Or all of them together! That reminds me, I thought I saw aliens disguised as humans a few days ago when I was here fishing. There have been a lot of strange people hanging around Haas's farm during the past week or so, and I'm not talking only about the city folk. People are carrying around these weird barrels with lights and all. Never seen barrels like that. Except in video games. And in video games, barrels like that explode. That's why I'm staying away from them. My mom keeps telling me that you can't learn anything from video games and told me to spend summer outside. Summer is no excuse to stop playing video games. I agree. That's when I play the most. Cheers, partner! Did you find out anything? Yeah, those got my attention too. Haas is in trouble with a high technology such as an electric toothbrush, so they don't really fit the scene. Anything else worth mentioning? I don't know. A block, you say? Must be Danny Dumbbell? That's his nickname. His new nickname previously was Brick. He's, how should I put it? He'd be a perfect chess opponent for Jeb Stetson if there was someone to make sure that those two don't eat all the chess pieces. Yeah. Hi, sis. Now's the time to tell me what's going on here. Jeez, Melvin, there's nothing going on in here. I've had enough of this nonsense. You're selling vegetables the size of an elephant, and you think that's not suspicious? Come on, don't make a fuss about this. That's it. Cue the title. This is Cliff Rockslide reporting from Haas Beaverton's farm. There's a huge news story unfolding as the people are lining to buy one-of-a-kind vegetables, the size of small vehicles. I'm here with one of the workers of the farm, Lila Beaverton. Care to share your secret ingredients? Melvin, this is not funny. Don't try to confuse my audience by calling me with a fake name. Tell me the truth, you are using some kind of special manure. Melvin, I already told you I can't talk about it. Nonsense. The public deserves to know what you're putting in their food. This is not normal. These are just regular vegetables. They're a bit larger than usual, but other than that, there's nothing special about them. They're a bit larger on the sense that modern pop music is a bit shallow. This narrative is not believable. What narrative? You're imagining things and making something out of nothing. What on earth is going on here? What did I tell you about that camera? Sorry, Dad. I have a responsibility as a journalist to evacuate. Educate my viewers. To educate people, you'd have to have some knowledge about stuff. You're just looking for a scandal to exploit. You take that back. I just want to get to the bottom of this. I'm concerned about the safety of the good folk of Butterfly Valley. Clarence Butts is the very same thing. For some reason, he doesn't have to drive people crazy while keeping us safe. What? Only thing he's keeping safe is his own business. He's just decided that the explosion at the gas station was an accident without any further investigation. That was just a freak accident. You don't listen to me, listen to your sister. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about. Why is that piece of second-rate beef called Danny Dumbbell blocking our access to some part of the farm? For Christ's sake, look, if you turn that camera off, I'll show you what's going on. I might consider it. If you let me run a news story on whatever is happening here. Son of a biscuit. Eater. Son of a biscuit eater. Fine. But only if you stop stirring any more drama. That's what I've already been asking the whole time. I'm not making a reality show keeping with the Beavertons. Keeping up with the Beavertons. I'm a news reporter. Dear viewers, stay on the stream. We're about to uncover the biggest news event in history. Don't go anywhere.
Try harder.
Sweeterino, I definitely smell a news report brewing. You just wait one gosh darn second. What do you think you're doing, Hoss? I'm going to show him what we're doing here. Are you crazy? He's a reporter, not a reporter like Clarence. He can do some actual harm to us. I have to remind you that in this place I'm the boss and you do what I say, Denny. So you're a boss Beaverton now? Good for you and your cousins, Welty. I can still change my mind, Cliff. Sorry, Dad. You have to admit it was a bit funny, though. I admit nothing. People are gonna find out about this sooner or later, Danny. No point trying to hide it. I don't know about this, Hoss. He reeks trouble. He is trouble. He's also my son, trying to make his living with something semi-decent. Be gentle, okay? You're dealing with your family legacy, like it or not. Sure hope my family's legacy is built on something that can be revealed to the public audience. Fair enough. I'll give you a tour. Follow me. He's not happy. Holy shit! Is this the cult? Look at those veggies. Something wrong is not right. I haven't watched Midsummer, so I don't know what happens. It's a good movie, but it's way too long. I'm starting to get some steak drift, I think. You can't really do anything about it, can you? There's no dead zone settings. In the actual console, right? Of course you do, Munships. Wow, these vegetables are gigantic! I've never seen an onion this enormous in my entire life. This riverbed's pumpkin was large, but this beast dwarfed it in size. How's this even possible? And don't tell me that the secret ingredients are love and care, because then steroids are also about love and care. I understand your ambitions, Cliff. But I really don't want to reveal my secrets all over the internet. But why did you even bring me here if you ain't gonna tell me what's going on? Besides, with vegetables this big, you could cure world hunger. You'd be a hero. Sure, because people on the internet love individuals who want to do some good and treat them with respect. That's not how it's gonna roll. More likely I get tons of hate mail for being a virtue-signaling tomato hugger. Someone uses my secret to build a bomb or Ponzi scheme. There's a very good reason why I stay away from computer stuff, and that is because I don't want to start hating the whole world. What about the sales, Dan? I could provide you with some help with marketing. Your vegetables are going to be an international success. If Hearsay brought this many customers around, think about what would happen nationally or internationally with some proper advertising. Are you about making news or making commercials? Come on, Cliff, pick a thing. You can't just say whatever gets you through. You really have to stick to your principles. Economic news are also news. Imagine using your real name as your proxy account name. Like Bell. Well, sometimes at least. News stories about a small countryside business expanding to international level are very popular nowadays. Did you enjoy the game? Let me stop you right there. I am not interested in expanding. We've been a small business for generations, and that's what we'll be in the future too, despite the size of our products. Come on, now you're being modest simply for show. You need to think bigger, much bigger. No, that's you, not me. You constantly think too big, and that's why you struggle with all the small things. I have very little interest in anything else than cultivating what naturally grows on the soil. I skipped one. You can film those vegetables all you want, but I have zero intentions to reveal my methods to that howling abyss called the internet. But that's the end of it. I have to attend to my chores, so show yourself out once you're done. What a sourpuss. It's hard to believe that we're related. If I'd have a successful business, I'd share my success with my close ones. I mean, of course I have a successful business, and I'm already sharing my success with you. Did you have to walk here? Did I give you a ride with my car? Exactly. I do share. I like how the siblings are just a gender swap in design, but you're not actually naming them. Yeah, I like that too, but I don't like that the other sibling has such a big role. It's almost like he talks more than the main character that I picked. That's why we have the advantage, and that's why we're gonna figure out what's happening here. Let's nose around a bit, shall we? Should have picked the loser dude. Yeah, I should have picked the loser dude.
Breaking news.
Just when I thought I've already seen everything, a carrot the size of a spacecraft. Living inside that gigantic onion would still make people cry less than paying current rental prices. You picked the girl too much. Dear viewers, this local news with Cliff Rockslide, and we're bringing you this developing story with larger-than-life vegetables. I mean, just look at that carrot. Have you seen anything like that before? I sure haven't. There's no need for panic. As far as we know, these vegetables do not threaten the public safety in any way, unless they run for Congress. To our knowledge, there's no supernatural elements present. It was full moon last night, and no weird turnips were reported running around. I don't know, I'm not a girl, Ariel. I've seen your picture. Having said that, we'll continue our rigorous efforts on uncovering this mystery. I did want chips, yes. In the meantime, would you just feast your eyes on this magnificent ocean of never-before-seen footage of rock rootstock fit for kings? If I'd speculate, which we journalists never do, I'd say these kinds of results are not achieved naturally. We've already got hints about mystical manure playing some part in this process. That very same fertilizer might have been behind yesterday's explosive news story. It all boils down to what is this mysterious manure, where does it come from, and how it's affecting these carrots, onions, pumpkins, and whatnot. We'll get to the bottom of this. Cliff Rockslide doesn't sleep until our truth has been revealed, and neither should you. Unless you're like a jet pilot or a surgeon, then you definitely should sleep. It's really dangerous to practice those professions tired. This is local news with Cliff Rockslide, bringing you the latest news from Butterfly Valley. I was looking to do a short stream, but now I want to continue. But I am tired. Too tired to do more than a short stream. What the heck is going on there? They seem a bit out of place, don't you think? Hello there, lovely day for a little dance, I see. Greetings to you as well. It's always a good day for a dance, today in particular. It hurts a little that I don't get to hear the Unitians. It's your choice. May I ask why? You may, but I may not answer. The 1 by 1 by 1 is blessed us again. The 1 by 1 by 1. From beloved deity, a being in perfect harmony. These must be the cultists. A perfect deity in harmony. That's super interesting and not alienating at all. My name is Cliff Rockslide and I run the most popular news stream around here. We don't speak to journalists. Our past experiences with the media have not been encouraging. If you worry, I always treat my interviewees correctly. Do you happen to have any idea why vegetables around here need warning lights for air traffic? No, I just hope the farmer counts his blessings. 1 by 1 by 1 has been good to him. Tell me more about this 1 by 1 by 1. He or she sounds interesting. He defies definitions. A being with perfect dimensions sent here to save us all. According to your geometrical praise, your camp must work by the principle be there and be square. Nice try, but we don't participate in journalism or comedy. I see you're hauling pretty interesting looking barrels. What's in them? Those old things. Nothing you'd find interesting, I'm sure. I've never seen barrels like those before. They're interesting on the outside, so surely the contents are interesting too. Not at all. It's like food packaging. Very nice and tempting on the outside, revolting rubbish on the inside. Same story here. So you're storing your garbage inside decorated barrels, like any normal person would do in their most normal lives. I don't like the direction this conversation is taking. It's starting to feel like an interrogation. Interrogation? No, I'm just a people person who likes to chat. We don't like snoopers. Like I said, these barrels and what's in them is none of your concern. Let me make a guess. These barrels are filled with manure? Manure? How dare you? These holy vessels contain the very essence of the almighty 1 by 1 by 1. So it's not manure then. It most certainly is not. Renounce your blasphemous ways. I take it from your reaction that they're not full of garbage either, unlike all your previous statements before this very moment. Calling the most precious substance known in the universe manure is desecration. For that I curse you. By the holy metric, you shall never witness the perfect dimensions of the 1 by 1 by 1, holy of the holiest. I guess. I just don't find the game anything new. So yeah, I will finish the story, but I'm not gonna keep playing. My cousin used to smoke to get the chick in Arifureta. Complete taste? Completaste? No mod chips. Wow, and I thought arguing with my dad on livestream was the most awkward thing happening today. Aren't you overreacting a bit? Overreacting? I should strike you down with the power of the cube right now. But one by one teaches us to be patient and forgiving. Not to be rude, but you ain't graduating from that university for a while. Metric Day is coming. It's coming to all you non-believers, rounders, globals, and globers, and two-dimensionists everywhere. Jeez, calm down. Don't do no such thing. The line has been crossed. I think we're done here. Let the wrath of one by one be upon you for the rest of your days. I normally tell you to take it easy and eat your vegetables, but that might actually be part of the problem here. Take care, okay? Yeah, I don't really care much. I don't plan to keep playing. I know that the old farm might have changed a bit while I was gone, but this is a bit over the top. Those cultists give me some serious creeps. Why are they here on the farm? What is Haas thinking? Who trusts people who dress up like their beds? Also, what's up with those barrels? And why is Danny Dumbbell here? Time to confront Haas once more. I want answers! People who dress like their beds is incredible. This could be a Hindi horror game. Does it look like a horror game to you? Oh shit. This guy. You look like someone who could use some extra visibility, am I right? Yes. Came to the right place, my friend. You have these top-of-the-line subscribers for sale, you know. Bigger audience would do wonders for your channel. Let's do some business, shall we? This reminds me of the bots in Twitch. That's what I'm talking about. You can have these subscribers for a very minimal cost. See, I've lost something very valuable to me, and I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around this farm. I was exploring the perimeter a few days ago and lost my pet penguin in the process. Chili McPenguin isn't exactly cut out to survive in this ghetto environment, so I'd really appreciate it if you could find him. Books weren't jumping from joy when they figured out that Chili pretty much emptied the pond from fish. So my inquiries about the whereabouts of my pet were first met with ridicule, and after the whole fish incident with blunt threats. As I'm currently considered a persona non grata, could you give me a hand here? Sure. Thanks, I really appreciate this. Chili should be around here somewhere. How close are we talking about? Not sure I see it. So it seems that the test group is eagerly buying those vegetables. Good, good. Well, that is all well and swell. We still have a problem, Hoss. What do you mean? I was browsing the internet, my mansion, minding my own business, when suddenly I saw a bunch of large vegetables on a video stream. Do you happen to know anything about that? Because it was identical to these vegetables, and I remember being quite specific that we keep these products out of the news for a while. So I'm quite confused. Could you clear my mind a bit, Hoss? Ha! I knew it! You follow my stream! Quiet, Cliff. My businesses are none of your business. Look, I understand your concerns, Clarence, but I really can't hide vegetables this big. I mean, I tried, but they don't fit the barn door. So you're selling giant vegetables that can't be shown anywhere? Well, at least you have quite a unique business model. What's your marketing plan here? Just spreading these monsters all over the state and waiting for people to accidentally bump into them? Told you it was trouble. Are you streaming this? Cliff, cut it. I mean now. But Dad, do it for me, just this once. It is too much to ask. Is it too much to ask? No, it's not. But just this once. Shut it down. Thank you. Then he gave me a call, and I knew instantly what was going on. May I remind you of our business arrangement? Many are certain obligations. There are certain obligations you must fulfill. Business arrangement? You're not only doing business with Clarence, you are going to expand? They can't shut us down? They already did. You lied to me earlier. Why? Knock it off. Can't you see you've done enough damage already? I don't tolerate any more hiccups, okay? This worthless son of yours is not going to ruin my retirement plans. You better not talk about him in like that. I'll do whatever I please. Don't forget who's in charge. It was you who was desperately looking for someone to finance your farm, not me. Still on that very thin line, Hollis. I can destroy your business in 5 minutes if I want to. You got that? Yes. I didn't hear you. Yes. Good. And now get rid of this nuisance. Why do you let him talk to you like that? Because I'm out of option. If only you were here to help me, Dad, I'm... Just get in your car and go home. Wow. You heard the man. Think we're done for the day. Completed day 2. The press must be protected. Oh man. The press has seen better days, man. Huss brings in the big guns. He has indeed. Warning! Our local newspaper just keeps on giving people false impressions, that is. Huss and Clarence were almost at their throats, but the article frames them as best friends. Why? I can't make heads or tails of this. Instead of answers, we got a truckload of new questions. We just gotta keep digging. Something will eventually pop up. What's with you? Enjoying the hectic life of local news? Yes. Well, of course you do. Exciting days, great boss, lots of experience. What's not to like? Apart from almost getting blown to pieces, almost getting eaten by a wolf, and spending an afternoon watching my family, well, being my family. Today we're going to do things a bit different. One of the most important tools of a journalist is a nose for news. It's basically our spider sense, which directs us towards interesting and newsworthy stories. It's the thing that makes a journalist stick. You already practiced a bit, but today we're going to make your nose the head nose. All the noses are head noses for pretty obvious reasons, but you get the idea. I've marked 3 locations with arrows. You can see the right directions on that nifty compass of yours by holding down either L1 or R1. It's amazing what modern technology can do. We've got the wheel. Let's get going. Okay. Melvin! Oh, heck. Yes, what is it, my dear lady? My dear lady, Melvin, you're not a little boy anymore, and I think it's time for you to get over being embarrassed by your mother's company. Hello there, kid. I bet there's a nice person behind that camera. No. You must be nice to put up with Melvin's nonsense. Now that you've had your mommy moment, could you at least call me Cliff? Sure, hon, just slipped my mind. You were my little Melvin, the mom's muffin monkey, for so long that I just forget. Actually, you can call me Melvin all you want. If you never mention that nickname again. What's the hassle? Your sister has something to tell you, then she'll take me shopping. Hello again, brother. Great to see you. Everything good? Well, no. Jeb is still at the police station. That's trying to get him free. Oh my, what did he do? Ran in some pothole with his van and almost caused an accident, or something along those lines. Let me guess, you got that information from the Herald? Yes, where else? Those giant vegetables cause short-term memory loss. I interviewed you on my news stream yesterday. And we covered the whole story about the explosion live on my channel. If you'd watched that, you'd know what really happened. What do you mean? There was a massive explosion at the scene caused by a manure barrel Jeb was delivering to your farm. Cliff, we've talked about this. You shouldn't believe everything you see on the internet. I was there, Mom. I saw the whole thing with my own eyes. If that was the case, there would be something on the Herald, right? So you think I'm lying then? I didn't say that, but you do have a vivid imagination. Remember, you were the one putting worms on your teacher's desk while trying to prove that he is a lizard man from space hiding inside a human body? He was? First of all, even though my resources weren't the most reliable ones, trying to lure a predator with bait is pretty logical thinking for a 9-year-old. And for a second, does every family encounter have to end with some embarrassing revelation about me? At least we aren't running the stream this time. We are. Or are we? Are we? We are, aren't we? Jeez. Why would the Herald not write about it correctly? That seems to be big news. Because that explosion happened to be your worker and Clarence is doing business with you. He just wants to keep all the bad stuff away from the public to cover his back. He's clearly planning something big and bad. Publicity could ruin that. I'll get to the bottom of this. Mark my words. I'm sure you do, Sugar Puff. Can we put this aside for a while? It's not the reason why I wanted to see you. I found this weird book on the farm. I bet it belongs to those, well, lakeside people. If it quacks how great the vaguely defined deity is, then you can probably call it a cultist. What kind of book? It's hard to describe. It was full of weird units of measure and geometrical formulas. I couldn't make much of it, really. That sounds definitely interesting. Can I see the book? No, I called it first. What? I haven't read a good book for ages. The local library is just awful. According to Lila's description, it's probably not that close to those romance books you like to read. I bet you don't even understand what you're reading. Well, maybe it gets better later. Some books are really technical before the story kicks in. It's not a... Never mind. Just let me take a look at it when you're done. Sure thing, Cliff. Now, I'll catch up with Lila some more before we hit the town. See you later, hon. You too, Mom. Thanks for the tip, Lila. Well, let's get to reporting. Well, like I said, I really just wanted a short stream. And I'm feeling the tiredness. Definitely coming in. So I guess we're done for today. I would like to play more of this. On stream, I mean. I think I'm definitely continuing, but I think we might actually continue this on stream, because it is funny. And it sure needs to. And man, you don't need to pay me that much. I will do this. I will read the fucking script for the game and tell you the typos. I can do it. I will do it. For cheap. And I'll still play it on my channel. But yeah. I'll be back tomorrow, normal time. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry it's a short stream, but really, I just wanted to do something today. But yeah, this might be back. We'll see. Hope you enjoyed Local News with Cliff Rockslide, though. Check it out if you did. Goodbye and good night.